flag accepted. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. Ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try again. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And New York set to take the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Rodgers going to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The pressure from multiple guys. Big 9-yard loss. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New York set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right. I'm
taking it right down Broadway. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the offense is going to get this ball back. So no turnover at the final gun, and this game is over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the
they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, it's the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that, ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off, no damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane, carry you like that do the truck. Trend following, I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl, I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind, I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me, I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride a wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
Sick of all you weak, lame. Sick of being so man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maybe I see. Talk about, man. All I wanna do is talk. I just really give up.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended? My clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so quick you're saved now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm fade down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated, they don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm needing to show them everything that I believe.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Tony Pollard. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Cardinals, next on Madden Football.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season, but injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
First play and a first pass from Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this to Elliott. 7 yards there and a first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here now, the former Cowboy. This will be fun to watch. It's Zeke Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. That one goes for 30 yards. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give to Elliott running left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for Moore. And got his man complete. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race down the left sideline. How about this? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, where the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jordan Phillips able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Murray now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Prescott now on 2nd down. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray going to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Murray now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guy's trying to cover him. they haven't had a whole lot of success.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray fighting, lost the football. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Pollard will take it up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And his throw is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. To throw is Murray. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 36 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off it.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck,
and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over first and 10. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First down, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Take it in at the 22. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, Pollard again. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm get to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm get to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Going on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that.
Till the sun is gone away, and I will chase the girl and you away. I'll chase it away. I'll chase the girl. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood, peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding. What the commode is, real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label head be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado, bye.
Run it back.
Yeah.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tony Pollard. He had the D's number a week ago, over 150 yards rushing. It's the Cowboys and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The Cotton Bowl MVP in the stadium in 2020, Ramondre Stevenson. Across midfield, he's on his way. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game. 77 yards. Throwing Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. On play action, Prescott dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Prescott now. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this Patriots defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fielded at about the 28. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion, that's Tolbert. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down from the 33. Here's 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones got the connection here to board. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, Prescott to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Prescott off play action. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now Prescott on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A first down throw for Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are right back in this football game. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. Shoves him aside. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, he's been a workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 10. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. His throw incomplete. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his kick is indeed good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the...
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Jones.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And Prescott, his third interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are doing.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out.